Hi chaps, SimOP here from Beard, Biceps and Batchat. Today I'm bringing you some Tier 7 gameplay from Sevolgorsk. I can't say it right, I'm not even going to pretend I can. The reason I'm showing you this gameplay in my T-34 100 is it is another weekend of tank madness. And we have Japan versus Czechoslovakia. So I thought it was fairly appropriate, pull out a Czech tank, even though I'm not having a great deal of fun with the tank. So what we're going to do in this map is we're going to go to the ridge line along the one line. Now the reason I'm going to be going there is this is still a T-34 chassis, even on a tier 7 tank. So the armour in itself is not great, and as much as possible I want to keep my hull armour hidden. I also want to make sure I'm not the centre of attention where the tanks come bursting through D2, which is a sort of a traditional hotspot on this map. So the location I'm going to end up being is all their tanks should be aiming at our tanks that are hiding in this location here and that are just edging up and down the hill. So it should allow me, I say should, to get some free shots without being in too much danger myself. Now because this is quite an unusual location that I'm going to, this Biz, who would normally be safe where he is, isn't. He can't just hide there. Now I know he's going to rush me, look to slam his handbrake on, so I immediately start reversing. It's a very good effort, it looked very cool. What he was doing was exactly the right thing. I just knew it was coming, so I could just reverse, so he wasn't sitting at my side and shooting his lovely gun into my flank. Good effort, mate. So this is the location I was talking about. As we can see, we've got two medium tanks. We've got the Champion, and I think it's a Pershing. All we're going to do is use this mound in front of me to protect my hull armour going back and forth, just putting shots into the Champion and the VK. Now they quite wisely have pulled back once they've realised we're in a crossfire between me and my chaps at the bottom of the hill. So we're going to be doing a little bit of prolonged backwards and forwards just to see who's going to start losing HP first. The best bit, well for me anyway, the best bit about this map in this location is no one's going to aggressively push until they've got the upper hand. Now because no one's aggressively pushing, it means I can sit quite comfy in my little spot trading while being fairly safe myself. So it's better for me if no one pushes too aggressively. Now our team's also done a push down the 9-0 line. Again, that's fairly traditional on this map. They've got a couple of tanks there ready just to retaliate the push. The only thing that's a little bit different is we have more tanks than usual hanging around the B4, B5 area trying to get shots into this Champion and this other tank. Ideally that heavy at B4 should be pushing the ridge line and just going backwards and forwards, just trading shots, using its superior armour just to come away unscathed from the fight. Well, that would be my thoughts anyway. So we've noticed this cheeky little T-29's overexposing himself, and we just miss our shot. I get detected at that point by the T-29, and I think I've potentially picked off more than I can chew here. His gun's very good, his armour on the turret is great, the hull armour, although not brilliant, is still more likely to bounce shots than me. And my other problem is I am the focus of his attentions. He's not fussed about the tanks pushing him up. He wanted a little bit of me. Now we've managed to sort of push quite aggressively, so I decided to join the push a little bit behind everyone else because I'm a support tank. Put a shot into the 45, use the wreck as cover so he hopefully doesn't get a shot into me. And then just creep round, another shot into him, and start aiming at the VK. Now he's not in a great position, that's because there's too many tanks, he doesn't have enough health, so we put the shot into him, take him out for the second kill of the game. Our team's doing quite well at this point. It'll be very hard for the red team to get back into this match, and it's at this point the capture flag goes off. Those cheeky little chaps have they've done the exact thing they should be doing. They're capping, they're looking to win the map, hoping we can't get back in time. Ordinarily, the scout we have chilling on B6 should be sprinting back to our cap, especially since they've got two people on just to reset it with a HE rounds. Doesn't have to do much, doesn't need to suicide, he just needs to do a little bit of damage. So we've got quite lucky there, one's been taken out. We've got this kaiju who's sneaking around on the right hand side. I am very tempted at this point just to stay there, start laying in shots, but I think if they've got another tank around our cap, there's every chance they could sneak away with a win here. So I carry on pushing to the cap, just in case whatever's there takes out all 3 light tanks. It'd be very awkward, but it's not impossible to do. But again, I want to be a little bit cautious. If he starts solely targeting me, he's going to start chipping away at my HP. I'm not going to earn as much damage or EXP in this game, and I'd like to finish in the top 1 or 2 spots to get as many points as possible, to at least get 15 points for this op. So I'm aiming my last shot into him, and someone beats me to it. But overall, it's not a bad little game. We've got 9 penetrating hits, 4 module damages, 2 killed. So it's not too bad. The crew's not at 100% for this vehicle, so hope it gets better the more experience the crew has. So I'll be very interested to hear what tanks you're using to complete this op with Japan or Czechoslovakia. Please like and subscribe to the channel, chaps, and I'll catch you later.